welcome to your strong and lean inner thigh fat burn workout. Oh yes, and one thing I will be feeling the burn is on Mount Everest. Yes, if you do not already know, I am attempting to summit Mount Everest in May 2022. Isn't that right, Penny? And if you're not already following me on my TikTok, on my Instagram, I am documenting the whole journey. You guys have been blowing up my TikTok, by the way. Thank you so much. But check out both accounts here. You are going to be able to see things that no one has ever seen before, because I have my own videographer coming all the way to the top. So make sure that you follow Rebecca-Louise Fitness, and let's get started with today's inner thigh and burn workout. Are you ready, Penny? Put your hand up. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, girlies, first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna grab one of these bands. If you don't have the bands, you can grab one of them in our shop. And if not, you can just not use anything today. And you're gonna do the same thing. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna take it pulses out and in. I've been able to discover a new way to activate those inner thighs. And oh my goodness, we are gonna feel the burn today. All right, so drop those shoulders down. Modified version, you can always just put one hand down. You can check out the things that I put up top, so you can also do that modification as well. Some people say, oh, I just can't do that workout. I can't do that exercise. Well, I am taking all excuses away from you, because if you know anything about me, I'm about 100% responsibility and 0 excuses. So I'm always going to give you the solution of how you can do things and not what makes things more challenging. All right, here we go. We're going to make sure that we crush through today's workout. You're going to feel amazing at the end. So let's keep on going. You've got 5 seconds to go right here. Let's go and breathe for 3 and 2 and 1 and gently release. All right, you're going to come onto your side. So first set of workout exercises we're going to do today, all going to be on your side. You're going to come down, so elbow is down. You're going to lift up, and all you're going to do is extend one leg up at a time. So you've done this before, but we're going to add in these bands. So if you don't have your band, you can either grab them, you can put a pair of weights here, and you could add our ankle weights too. You could be like a very, very high achiever, and you could use the ankle weights and the bands as well. Like, I'll give you like extra points for that too. But you're going to feel it a little bit in your glutes here and a little bit in those inner thighs. What we're going to try and do is to turn out your feet as if they were in first position. When you do that, just notice the difference, what you feel in your inner thigh. You feel it a little bit more in that thigh. Now, my butt is burning right now because some of the workouts that are coming out this month is all booty, right? And my goodness, I just did one with our bands. I think it was the resistance band booty pop one. Just you wait for that. That is gonna be a crusher for your glutes. All right, relax right there, because I can feel it. So if you do that one, then you do this one, you're gonna feel it even more in that booty right there. So we're going to take it into those little pulses up and down. So grab hold of that band. Core is pulled in nice and tight, and we're going to take it up and down. So just breathe through it. That's it. Now squeeze those glutes nice and tight, and we're going to lift up and down. With every single rep that we do, all we're doing is just getting our bodies even stronger. Now again, think about turning out your foot. You want to keep your feet, your hips on top of each other. This is a little bit confusing, right? So your hips on top of each other and your foot turned out. So here we go, little pulses up and down. Now, what are we talking about today in our mindset section? Because every single day when we get our workouts done, we also want to do a little bit about personal development and work on that mindset. Because we said 20% is the fitness, 80% is the nutrition, but 100%, my friends, well, that is all down to your mindset. Let's go for 3, breathe, and 2, and 1. Making sure that you're turning that foot out. Let's switch over to the other side. Penny, I am coming all the way over to you. How are you feeling today, Penny? Where is your best friend, Alfie? Alfie had chemo again yesterday. I'll give you a little update on that. But bring that elbow directly underneath here, and we're gonna pulse up and down. So up and down we go, taking it across the body. You might just need to like adjust yourself. It might be easier to put it down on the bottom hand, whatever kind of works for you. But again, think about that foot turning out as if you are in first position, right? So that's your feet touching with each other. So pull up through the chest, and let's take those pulses up and down. You have got 20 seconds, and then we're gonna take it into those fun pulses. Now, what tends to happen is this goes up and down too. You gotta keep this still, right? So take a look at where this band is right now, and maybe just use your other hand to be like, hey, band, stay exactly where you are. All right, here we go, less than 10 seconds, and then we're gonna take it into those pulses, and we're gonna bring it back into that V-sit little pulse that we did when we got started. All right, here we go. Inhale through your nose, and exhale everything out for 3, 2, 1, and release. All right, shake it out a little bit, and we're gonna take it straight into those pulses. So grab that band, and I like to use this other hand on top just to make sure that that hand doesn't move. All right, here we go. Think about that first position and little pulses up and down. So you want to hold it at the top and pulse. You're going to squeeze those glutes. Hey Penny, how are your glutes feeling? Are you getting a good little booty? That doesn't look like much. That looks like less than the modified version right now. That is the modified if you are resting. You can just come and watch this workout and relax with Penny. You just have a nap with Penny. That's what we need, like Penny's nap time. All right, here we go. Little pulses up and down, 20 seconds is on the clock. And today we're talking about how to live life to the fullest, right? And if you are watching this around kind of April, May time, you want to go check out my social media because I'm attempting to summit Mount Everest right about now when this video comes out. So that's April, May 2022. Of course, I'm going to be documenting the whole journey. I've got a videographer that's going to be coming all the way up to the top and gently relax down. Now we're going to flip back over. We're going to take it back into those fun little pulses that we started with. So here we go. We're going to grab that band. So your feet want to be about a foot apart. And all you're doing is holding up through your chest. It's actually going to help you when you're doing those V-sits. So in and out, 45 seconds. And here we go. Now remember, most of the tension here, we want it in our inner thighs. So if you're leaning too far back, you're going to work your abs, which is fine. If you're like, hey, I'm just wanting a little bit of extra abs today, you can. But if you sit up a little bit more, you will feel that tension right there in the inner thighs. So drop those shoulders down, lift up through the chest. And here we go, tiny little pulses, breathing through it. You've got 15 seconds to go right here. You guys are doing amazing. Let's just keep this going and then extend up and down for 10 seconds. That's it. Now squeeze, breathe, and let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. All right, you're gonna pop that band over to the side. Right, now we're gonna grab a lighter band. We're gonna use a short band, one of the light ones, and we're gonna take it into a single leg bridge extension at 45 degrees. Now that might sound complicated, but do not worry, it is not. You're gonna bring that band over the top of your knees, so grab that nice and fast for me. You're gonna come all the way down, and you are going to bring those hips up, and all you're gonna do is you're gonna take it across and up. So just think about your foot coming the outside of the mat and that knee is pushing and staying nice and stable. So you want this to be nice and still, and as you bring that band out to the side. Now relax everything else down on the ground. It's really easy, you know, to start to look at what your leg is doing, but just trust me, as you pull that band out to the side, you're working those inner thighs. Woo, here we go. All right, bring that heel, flex it nice and tight, and then take it over to the side. Inhale through your nose, exhale everything out, relax those hands down to the ground, even though it's super tempting. Let's keep this going all the way out to the side. Push that foot down into the ground. Let's go. You've got 10 seconds left right here. Just think about each single time that you do a rep, you are counting towards those goals. Let's go in 3 and 2 and 1, and release. Bring those knees in towards your chest. We're gonna take it over to the other side. Then final exercise that we're gonna do is a fun little pulse right here. All right, shake out those legs, give them a little bit of a wiggle. All right, we're gonna take it over to the other side. So bring that left foot just a little bit closer towards you, pop up into the bridge, push the knees out to the side first of all, and then extend that leg, and then up and down we go. Dropping both of your hands onto the mat, and then taking that foot out to the side. Give yourself a little smile because you are here. You are making it happen. You know that it's gonna feel amazing. And every single time that you show up, you are living life to your fullest, right? Because if we don't have our body, we don't have our health, we don't have anything. So it's important when we're talking about how to live life to the fullest that we look after ourselves. We've got 15 seconds to go right here. Now I'm climbing Everest, right? I'm living life pretty much to the fullest, but I want you to think about what is your Everest? What is something that you want to do this year that is gonna make you have like that moment to remember? Let's go for 5, 3, 4, and 3, 2, 1, and release down. All right, last exercise. We're gonna bring our head all the way down, and all we're gonna do is pulse in and out. All of that tension right there in our inner thighs. Here we go, 45 seconds. Let's squeeze and go. Relax the head down on the ground and just breathe through it. All right, all the tension right there in those inner thighs. So think about, what is it gonna be? What's your Everest gonna be this year, right? My Everest is Everest, but it doesn't matter. We all have our own Everest. We all have our own hurdles to get over. We all have our own peaks to reach. So think about, what is your Everest this year? We've got 20 seconds to go right there. No, it doesn't matter. It's not about comparing one person's Everest to another person's Everest, right? It is yours. It's comparing what did you do last year to this year. What are you going to do this year from last year? Here we go. 10 seconds is on the clock. Keep that pulse going and just breathe into it. Here we go for the final 3, 2, 1, and gently release and roll all the way up. So I want you to put in the comments below, what is your Everest for this year? I want to know what it is that you are working towards. What's your goal? Declare your Everest to the world and our amazing community. Guys, you did a great job today. It was a definite burner for those inner thighs. I hope you enjoyed those new moves, and I will see you on our next workout. I love you guys. Bye.